Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel. It's Wednesday presentation. I've got a video for you. Crazy week in the market as far as, geopolitical concerns and obviously the port strike. So who exactly is Harold Daggett? I know that name's been coming around as far as online and, any kind of news outlet you may be watching right now. He is the president of the ILA. Take a look at this clip and let me know if you think this guy means business.
Food won't come in. Clothing won't come in. You know how many people depend on our jobs? Half the world. And it's time for them and time for Washington to put so much pressure on them to take care of us, because we took care of them. And if we have to be out here a month or 2 months, this world will collapse. Don't blame them. Don't blame me. Blame them.
Other than the pay increase, the thing I find really fascinating here is automation. We're really starting to see how, AI and the rise of this technology can disrupt industries. These individuals are afraid for their jobs, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think this will be the last industry to battle with AI and self-driven technology. That being said, with so much uncertainty in the market right now, we will start off by going over the major indexes to see exactly which direction the market is trending. First up, we got the QQQ representing the NASDAQ 100. Simply, you can see the 3 just crossed below the 8 and the 20-day exponential moving average holding on there as a level support for price action currently. But look, clear, perfect trend line to the upside right now. As long as price action stays above this trend line here, we don't have too much of a concern. Now, as far as any stock picks, you see the 3 just crossed below the 8 right now. So I wouldn't be, too inclined to go out and buy stocks right at this moment. See if we get a good bounce today off this level support being the 20-day exponential moving average. Now here we've got the VVC or VectorVest composite. Again, this represents over 9,000 stocks. This is how we track the broad market here. Again, clear upward trend line. You see price action just staying above this level of support here at 69.54, but with the 3 converging to the 8-day exponential moving average right now, we do see some buying pressure. Again, today I have some caution, but as long as that 3 stays above the 8, I'm going to follow that trend to the upside. Here's the RUT for the Russell 2000. Now their trend line a little bit different. They broke this downward trend line here. Now we're utilizing as a level of support right now. You see a touch last week and a touch as of yesterday. Still flirting with this level and the 20-day exponential moving average. So I'd like to see this just get back above the 3 and 8 and these moving averages get in our favor before pulling the trigger on any stocks. But as far as, being defensive, if price action were to break this downward trend line, which is the level support I see any more than 2 or 3%, definitely would get defensive on the small caps. Now, even with the ports on strike, I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer quite yet. From the research I've done online, it looks like a lot of the ports, I've covered this before, were loading up in the months prior leading to this strike. Therefore, they said we got about 2 or 3 week buffer zone there. So anything, extending a couple weeks really will affect the supply chain. You heard the president of the ILA, so you definitely could tell he means business. On that note, look at the major indices right now. They are negative to the downside right now, but with geopolitical concerns and the port strike, I'm not surprised by that. And honestly, I would think the sell-off would be a little bit steeper. You can see the market's rather flat right now. Even the VectorVest composite teetering here in positive territory. And there comes the green light. I've seen this flashing this morning. So that's why I say I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer here. I was debating whether I should do, contra ETFs or bullish positions in this video. I'm going to give you some great stock picks going forward. Now, that being said, and as we take a look, you can see with the top RT industries and sectors, I've covered some of these in prior weeks, with insurance and building stocks. I know they weren't the most popular topics, but those positions were doing great. But other than that, another item on my radar here is going to be utility stocks. There's no point in overthinking it, so I utilize the VectorVest 7 system. Let me know what industries and sectors were hot in the market right now, given these current circumstances. That being said, if I scroll over to the right, you can see we got utility, insurance, Chinese ETF, 2 times leverage. We've got a building company, a defense ETF as well. Glenn's talked about defense quite a bit on the channel. It's done really good so far. We've got AT&I International, which is another utility company as well. We do have steel. So you can see these are all in hot sectors and industries within the market itself. But if I scroll over to the left, you'll notice that all of these but one are moving up again today. Progressive, pretty flat, down just 0.1%. If we take a look at the watch list average, one thing I really do like about this list of stocks, on average, they're trading about $54.42, so they're not that expensive on average. And look at the valuation here. These stocks are greatly undervalued. As a collective, we're looking at these stocks to be valued around $74 on average. RVRS, favorable ratings, RT's at 1.37, so they are currently an uptrend. Overall value, safety, and timing at 1.27. The CI, which just means that these stocks like to go up more than they go down, coming in at a favorable rating of 1.04. Even the sales growth rate and growth rate in earnings, this is the forecasted data in the software, positive ratings in both categories. Now here's NRG, fresh high as of today, full body candlestick, strong buy rating across the top here. All the moving averages in our favor, so you can see exactly why I like this position. Next up is going to be the insurance company Progressive. As long as price action stays above that 20-day exponential moving average, if you're looking to buy on the dip compared to the prior high at $260.46, you can see the 3 just crossed above the 8 as of today, giving us a fresh crossover along with the buy rating. Therefore, I'm bullish on this position. But if you want some confirmation, just take out the prior high. You can see a level of resistance coming in there. Now, here's a momentum play. This is just based off of the Chinese stimulus package that Beijing announced last week. We all know Chinese stocks are taking off like a rocket right now. This is 2 times leverage. You see the 3 above the 8 right now. For this position, because there's so much momentum behind it, if you're familiar with the Star Search layout within the program utilizing Bollinger Bands, definitely would suggest using that to help capture momentum with this position. Here we've got TPC, the building stock, on the list here. Nice candlestick today showing that buyers are in control, coming in right at a level of resistance here at a prior high of $27.21. It's less than a quarter away, so I'd give that up right now, just showing confirmation to the upside if you're not in the position already. But if you're holding it, all the moving averages are in our favor. If you want to give a little bit more buffer zone, I have the 20-day exponential moving average here. Both a strong buy rating across the board, no room for concern at this time. Here we've got the ETF on aerospace and defense. Like I said, Glenn's been promoting this quite a bit with all the chaos in the Middle East right now. Probably not a bad idea. You can see we're about to take out yesterday's high, coming in at 37.43. Right now we're trading at 37.32. So pretty close to that right now. So if you want some confirmation, just take out that prior high. If you're already in this position, I mean, look at price action. Lower left, upper right, all of the moving averages in our favor. So once again, no concern at this time. Now here's a telephone utility company, AT&I. I think utilities would just be a good defensive play right now. And along with that, they are trending up. You can see this position, lower left to upper right, really close to taking out this level of resistance here at 33.53. So if you're not in it, and you want some confirmation, just taking out this prior high on strong volume, never a bad idea. But if you're in it, I mean, look, all the moving averages in our favor, nice steady increase in price action here. So with this chart looking so good, I had to put it on the list. Now here's a steel company. You see consolidation over the last 3 months here, pretty tight trading range. Just broke above this level of support at 259, now becoming a level of resistance. The next level of resistance isn't until 346, and currently at 289, that gives us some room to run. But with the upper wick right here, just be cautious of that at the moment. If you want confirmation, take out the upper wick, just showing momentum continues to the upside. But other than that, look, buy ratings are starting to flash right now. So if you want to get in early on this position, a little bit more aggressive in nature, but with the buy rating here, that shows that momentum's to the upside and the fundamentals of the company have to be decent. All right, VV Nation, I'm just wrapping up the video, and I'm seeing that the Dow Jones is actually now 96 points in positive territory. The NASDAQ as well, 46 in positive territory. That being said, with the green light in the price column, the color guard, primary wave back to up. That's why I was more bullish this morning recording this video than bearish at this time. Therefore, I'm just going to let the trend be my friend. I hope you enjoyed this evening's stock picks. I presented great sectors and industries with momentum to the upside right now. And you saw that most of these stocks are in positive territory for today. Thus, the momentum continues. Now, if you enjoyed tonight's presentation and you see the ability to make some money with the picks I gave you here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.